You say it's a comprehensive formation, so it's nice to hear what all goes into that.
Yes, sorry. I did the first one. I did the Tekakano formation. I'm very happy to be here tonight with you. Et je suis très heureuse d'être avec vous ce soir.
Je m'appelle Frédéric. Je suis le compagnon d'Alexandra. Je suis un participant à la deuxième formation, Tetipu, avec un certain nombre d'autres personnes que je suis heureux de voir ce soir. So my name is Frédéric. I am Alexandra's partner. I am also a member of the Tetipu formation, the second formation, and I see a number of sisters and brothers of the Whānau tonight. Very happy to see them tonight.
Ce que j'aimerais partager, c'est que pour moi, ça a été une magnifique expérience pour déployer sa propre humanité.
For me, it's been a beautiful experience to deploy one's own humanity.
On parlait tout à l'heure qu'on venait des étoiles et en même temps, on a choisi d'être sur Terre.
Some people mentioned they were coming from the stars, and yet we choose to materialize on Earth.
Et c'est donc en fait fondamental d'incarner cette humanité. Et cette formation nous permet de toucher ça profondément.
So it is essential to incarnate this humanity. And for me, this formation has been a very way to touch this.
Ce que j'aimerais rajouter, c'est que sur les deux formations, il y a eu des couples qui ont fait ces formations.
And over the two formations, some couples have experienced the two.
Et j'ai toujours trouvé ça magnifique de pouvoir l'expérimenter ainsi.
And I've always found this beautiful that it could be experienced this way.
Et ce qui m'a beaucoup touchée dans notre chemin à tous les deux, c'est lorsque j'ai fini ma formation, donc ces 3 ans, Frédéric, un matin, s'est réveillé et il m'a dit « Je me suis réveillée cette nuit, j'ai pris une grande décision. »
So what really touched me in this context is that I was just finishing my formation, and one morning Frédéric woke up and told me I woke up this night and I made a decision.
Et je lui en avais parlé un petit peu, un ou 2 mois avant, mais je n'avais pas du tout été insistante. Et il m'a dit, j'ai décidé de faire la formation. Et personnellement, j'ai trouvé que c'était un merveilleux cadeau que, à travers moi, quelque part, ça lui ait donné aussi envie de faire ce chemin-là pour lui. Et ça m'a beaucoup touchée.
Although I had barely shared with him, or just on occasions shared with him about the formation that I was following, I found it to be beautiful that through what I experienced, he was also receiving this and willing to do the formation as a gift for himself.
and what it means to dance our lives into peaceful harmony. It's work to come to the peaceful harmony, yeah? To be at peace with ourselves and be at peace in the world. So all these tools that you offer, it's exciting to hear about it direct from you.
What's important or essential in the way Waimani and I work, we do listen, which means we listen to the spirit and observe the flow of the energy and how it goes. And with that comes the information that wants to flow. So with this like global situation, we really had to navigate ourselves, and we were like starting to say, wow, I didn't realize that this global situation was bringing the teachings for our Te Tipu formation.
Wow.
And so people who are interested in coming, we also, have all these elements and have a structure, but we also listen and with our intuition and are guided by this spirit, by this flow. And for us, this is really essential. And this comes to the word wānanga, which is the Māori word for higher learning, which means to be in a space and time of learning. So we need to respect this time and space and be on this waka that will take us through special processes so we can receive these teachings.
Now, you have students all over the world. So what if somebody in USA, Canada, or Mexico, if they would like to join the formation, is that an option?
We had a long discussion about it because the situation of that we just experienced made us have to go online during our formation because the German participants couldn't travel, so they had to stay in their country, and so we were in France gathering and had it online as well as physical. And in our last session, we just came back to just having physical, and we enjoyed it so much. So we came to the conclusion this cannot be that we always go online as well. It's just too much for the group and too much for us. Mm-hmm. Because we have to expand our energy field to include everybody that is there. And we have to work with the technicals. We cannot form a circle because we have to be open to the screen and all the cables going through the room and all those things that are very far from what we usually would do. But in this situation, we had to do it, so we did it. So we decided we would only do it if it's necessary. Like if there's another situation that will require it from us, like we listen and we follow. But to choose to do this, we came to the conclusion we don't want to do this. So if we do offer for foreigners, for world travelers, this formation, we would require them to be at least present for about half of the time, at least 10 days physically. And we would do a special online teaching part for them, apart from the formation. Or maybe we record some of the sessions, that might be an option, and they can watch it later. But to have the online at the same time, we don't feel like this.
It was challenging. I mean, we can, for us, it's important with the energy, and we can have quite a powerful experience all together online. But another thing happens in the physical. But to bring them together, it was a lot. It's a lot of work for us.
But if anybody wants to join, I mean, get even more information like the flyer or to sign up, what should they do?
Well, you can always find it on our website and then contact Miss Jennifer. And and then you will get all the information.
And we just had also phone meetings with people wanting to sign up that were not sure. And important is that to attend at least one physical seminar with us. Or if you're overseas, at least one online, and then we need to have an assessment or over the phone or over Zoom to speak, because it does involve a lot. And people are sometimes not conscious about how much they are required to invest. We were asking somebody this other question: what do people have to do? They have to do homework and things.
Yeah, in between sessions.
So there's in the first year we do not push anybody to do anything, but we highly recommend to do the exercises. And we just going through a process in the formation part where we have realized 80% of the forming happens in a personal time frame, and 20% is only coming from outside inputs. So we can only give so much, but the gain of such a formation comes from the personal investment. So to go home and research, to go home and train is very much important to win from the formation. If somebody says, oh, you know, it's nice to be 21 days with Ojasin and Vaimanya, and when I go home I do my other formations and I do my other work, it just doesn't bring the fruits.
Or one of the exercises, they don't work, and we ask, well, why doesn't it work? Oh, because I don't do it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, things can only work when we do it, when we invest, when we engage. So this is probably required to be open to engage also personally in the free time or in the time apart. Like it can be 10 minutes a day, or it can be 15 minutes a day, or an hour a day, however, what is available. We don't give essays, that's not our way of working, but a lot of exercises like working on the Morocco, working on the exercise, the light structure exercises that we teach, cleansing exercises, meditation. Maybe at some point pick up a ceremony and do that in the daily life.
So we are responsible for keeping up our own momentum.
Self-responsibility.
And there, you give us tools also. I mean, I was just looking at the CD you covered today, and you know, Waiupu, it has the same syllables almost as Puawai, yeah? Well, it has the Pu and the Y, yeah? And the O instead of the A. This CD has stuck in my machine. I can't take it out. So this is what I listen to all the time. It's beautiful.
I mean, songs are a very important part in our teachings because the songs are teaching, and songs help to retain the teaching. So every song, there's a teaching, and that's why we chose not to put the text into the CD, because we would like to impart the teaching behind the song, because each song has a huge story. Like the Kotuku song and the beautiful Kotuku painting you have behind you. You know, the Kotuku song has a huge teaching, and it's very deep and it's very precious, and it can assist the soul into, you know, lifting itself up higher to reach those higher dreams. It's Waimani created a beautiful dance, and that's teaching you how to coordinate your body and how to move together and be in the teachings of that song. And it's creating, you know, bringing the group dynamic again together. It's this multi-level weaving. So all these teachings are in the CD. And it was magic to have some of Te Kakano be there in the creation of the CD. And this was another, like, bringing the dream to a reality. You know, we thought of it, oh, we're going to do another CD in the future, and then suddenly the future came and we were in the studio together singing some of these songs. And some of them, one song, Mā te tika, mā te pono, ka whai atu te aroha, you know, speaks about the virtues and how to bring and weave these virtues together. This was a beautiful experience that we could live with Te Kākano.
I just want to add that too, because it shows that it's not finished after the formation is finished. Like for those who choose to continue, there is a way to continue together on the journey. And creating a place where we can live, it might be also a place to continue our learning and sharing with Haka Rongo Ayo. So this is our dream, to create together the new world and stay in contact and stay linked. Like yourself, Jennifer.
It's a beautiful dream you have. A beautiful dream. And I wish you full success.
Yeah.
Thank you for being part of it.
I would like to address the magical aspect of the formation. I think most of the people who work with you know that there's something, well, beautiful, but in this subtle way that happens when we're around you. And you encourage us to always dream big. And I find trouble. I couldn't find, what to dream about. But Waimani helped me. She said, and so my dream was to become a grandmother. Because I have two sons, they're getting on now, they have ladies in their lives, and I really wanted to become a grandmother. Well, you know what? The day of our graduation, at the end of the formation, my son, he was there to see, and bear witness of me finishing the formation, and he took me aside and he said, Mom, my lady, there's a baby on the way. And I grabbed both of you and hugged you, and Orjason was thinking, what's going on? She's crying, there's something wrong. I said, no, I'm just crying in joy because my dream is coming true. And that's a dream. I mean, I had no control. I mean, I can't control if I'm going to become a grandmother or not, but I just had the wish really coming from my heart. And my son was often present during the formation because, he enjoys taking photos. So he came to Tonga. He was around at a few of the events and taking some nice photos of me. So he knows you. He knows your work a little bit. And well, I would just like to say that the magic can happen. It does happen. And in my case, anyway, it happened. And I have a grandchild who's 1.5 years old. And very beautiful. So,
and I see something else that manifested in your life, dreaming.
All the birds. This room is full of birds because I got inspired. Well, actually, my husband was always getting inspired in your seminars by the birds and writing poems about the birds. And the project, I mean, I didn't know where to find my project, and I just said one day, well, why don't you do a project together? And I thought, yeah, okay, Francis, you wrote the poem, so I'll make some paintings to illustrate the poem. So that's how it started. And all of a sudden, I mean, I hadn't been painting for a few years, but once I decided I had to do it, and I thought, if I want them to come, I have to start. So just on the 1st of January 2019, I started. And 3 weeks later, I had the 6 beautiful paintings. They just came. It was like really magic.
Kia mau te rongo nui, kia tau te rangi mārie ki te whaia mo ki te aowana. Whānau, poho mai te mauri, haunge, huie, taiki.